I'd like to introduce Roy Mitchell. Come on down here, Roy. Roy Mitchell is one of Lee Mitchell's sons.
Thank you, John. I'm Dickie Leroy Mitchell IV. My brother Johnny and I didn't know our father well growing up. We saw him about once a year. And it wasn't until we were teenagers that we got to spend time with him and his other 4 children. And they all made us feel like family. I've been a little nervous about it, actually, years ago. I was going to cry till the end. It's going on. So I got to know him better as a teenager and a little bit later. I had always, since 4th grade, wanted to be an anthropologist when I grew up. And I got to start teaching anthropology in community college as an adjunct, I think 1 year before he did. I teased him a little bit about that. Kind of interesting, we both ended up in college teaching. And I just want to mention a couple things that I learned from him that I've tried to apply in my life. One of them is more than maybe anyone else I know, he was not afraid to question what other people presumed was the truth. And I try to remember that. Just because the other 999 people say it's so, doesn't by itself make it so. And if you don't feel like it's right, you shouldn't follow along with the crowd until you figured it out yourself. And I try to keep that in mind myself in many ways. And a related issue, one that I think he in many parts got from his father, Dickie Leroy Mitchell Jr., who some of you knew, who was a union organizer in the 30s and a civil rights activist in the 40s. That's back before it was cool to be a civil rights activist, by the way. Thinking about, again, doing what's right, regardless of what a majority of people might happen to think. And just going to tell them live your life the way you think you should live your life. Now when it was time to cry. So it's been a blessing to me, and I'm glad that even though I didn't know him well, my first several years got to know him and love him and learn from him. Thank you very much.
That's my big brother, Roy.